That buzzer means warm-up's over. It's prime time in Vail, Colorado. Arvada set to take on, who are we playing tonight? Steamboat. Harry Haviland's not with it right now. Arvada taking on Steamboat here. Fourth game of the, I don't know. Never mind. Forget, I'm not even gonna talk anymore. Milky was doing chin-ups over here on the beams earlier, and I was too intimidated. I didn't know what to do. We are at the Dobson Arena in Vail, Colorado. Harry Haviland, OTT Sports Network. Arvada taking on Steamboat here in the fourth game in 2 days. Not gonna lie, folks, it hurts me in my gut. This team doesn't go on tomorrow. We're not gonna play tomorrow morning, but the team's gonna be gut checking themselves tonight. See if they come out and ruin somebody else's dreams. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Ruin their dreams. We've got Arapahoe fans in the stands right now because if Arvada beats Steamboat, Arapahoe goes on into the finals. Steamboat's out here battling, trying to fight their way to the finals tomorrow. And Arvada's pumped, they're jumping. Look at Cohen there at the bench dancing around. Milky's doing chin-ups. Harry Haviland's just hanging out in the background, not knowing what's going on. But is what? Metallica's here tonight, yes. James Hetfield, after we talked to him yesterday, we were hanging out with him at the bar. He is here. They might play a second intermission set. We haven't convinced them yet, but they're thinking about it. And yes, Tommy, I apologize if you thought that was real. No, I wasn't hanging out with Jimmy Hetfield. Arvada's taking the ice right here, right now. Dobson Arena, Vail, Colorado. 15 minutes on the clock, run time as we've been playing for the last few games. Cohen, Colin, and Kai, Milo, and Lexi on D. Steamboat coming around, gets that one sticked out there by Colin. Kai's walking in across the blue line, gets it over to Cohen. Cohen over to Colin, just off of his stick and picked up by Steamboat on the far boards. Steamboat comes out of their own zone. Kai breaks that play up and Cohen fires it back out, but that's gonna come in. Icing's ways off. It's gonna go deep into the Steamboat zone. Pressured in there by Colorado. We're all Colorado. By Arvada. Come in and Wynn makes a big save. Blocker in that one over to the side. Back out towards the front, looking for another player. And Steamboat kicks that one back towards the crease. Colin breaks that play up into the corner. Steamboat controlling the puck deep in the Arvada zone. Out towards the point, trying to get it out. Here's Cohen in towards Wynn. Wynn kicks that one over to the side. Lexi picks it back up. Lexi on the far boards, going against three players. Still fighting for it. Up towards Kai, and he's racing for this one in front of his own bench. Back into the Arvada zone, and then kick back out quickly. Evan steps out. Evan picks up this puck. He walks across the blue line, coming into the Steamboat zone. Can't fight through three players, and that one gets stripped off of his tape. Back out, and Ethan just misses on the puck that was loose in front, trying to slap that in towards the goal. Milky at center ice. Milky gets past that, and then loses the puck. Coming back the other way, 3-on-2 with Steamboat. Steamboat comes into the Arvada zone, looking for the shot, blocked there by Owen. Steamboat still in Arvada zone. Back into the corner. Picked up by Steamboat. They wrap that one back around, reverse it. Hard around the boards and not all the way out as Ethan was trying to get his stick on that one. They come in. Ethan doesn't get a tripping call on that one, but Steamboat gets a shot off, puts that one off the side of the net. Ethan on the far boards fighting for it. Gets it out over the blue line, back into the neutral zone. Walking in is Evan. Evan goes into the corner, still fighting for that puck. Has it on his tape, goes towards the center of the ice, and nobody there. Back out to Owen as Arvada resets at center ice. He goes across the ice to Jackson. Jackson pushes that one up. And we're going to call an offside. Offside with 12 minutes left to go here in the third period. Fourth game in 2 days. Still in prime time action here, 9 o'clock at night. Everybody's tuning in across the globe. I'm going to look at my feed right now to see who's out there, who's tuning in, give you guys some shout outs for all of your support that you've been giving this PeeWee squad. Tom Haviland, Helen Parker, I see you guys online. Great that you have nothing better to do with your Saturday nights. They're in Canada. It's cold out now. Yeah. Back into the corner is Bo off the boards. Puts it back out towards the point. Alex trips himself up and then it's picked up by Steamboat at center ice. Steamboat reversing around, trying to flip that one up. It goes high just in front of the Arvada bench. They gain the Arvada zone. Coming in, still controlling. They shoot that one high and over the net. Into the far side. Fighting to get that out is Calder. Calder gets it up to Alex. He's coming in 2-on-1. Gets it over and Nick can't control that pass. It's still in front of the net. Steamboat goalie hangs on to that one as Nick and Alex were coming in hard. 10:45 left to go in the first period. Tied up at zeros. OTT Sports Network coming at you live from Vail, Colorado. Harry Haviland on the mic. I'm telling you that it hurts me that we're not going to be playing tomorrow, but it's not going to hurt my voice that I don't have to do this one more time. I tried to lubricate it all day long, but the lozenges and honey dips and everything else didn't help. I'm a little bit hoarse right now. And behind their own end, Steamboat puts it off the boards, looking for the breakout. That one sneaks across the blue line. Coming across, back check there by Kai. Kai tries to put that across. Puts it across again, and now it's back in the Arvada zone. Backhand out by Colin. Colin's swinging at it. Now Colin's just going to go and try and pass to Colin, or to Cohen. Steamboat held up there at the Arvada blue line, kicked back into center ice. They swing back around, walking back in, not getting a trip and call on that one either, or they are going to get a trip and call on that one. Arvada is going to go down a man here with 9:30 left to go in the first period, and Cohen steps off the ice into the box with a tripping penalty. Viewers keep ticking in. Welcome, Sheila. Great to see you. Thank you very much for putting out all those goals this afternoon on Facebook. I did check that out. Appreciate that. Everybody else does as well. Out to the point and bang back in by Steamboat. Going in behind the net is Milo. Milo presses it towards the front of the net. Ethan flips it back out. It's stopped at the point by Steamboat and off a wind's pad and into the corner. Steamboat trying to center that puck. Picked up by Owen. Owen swings that around. Racing out towards that was Ethan. Goes back into Owen. Owen's going to try and take this out of his own zone. He's stopped by Steamboat. Steamboat keeps it in at the blue line. They're walking across the line. Keep it in. Back over to the far side and tip that one into Milo. Milo fires it hard. Blocked in, still kept into the Arvada zone by Steamboat with 54 seconds left to go in this power play and 8:23 left on the clock. Coming back in, Steamboat walks in, 3-on-1. They couldn't get that shot off. It goes into the Arvada corner. Back out to the point and then picked up. Evan's got some room with it. He's walking in. Goes deep into the corner. Helped out there by Ethan. Ethan's trying to walk this one out. Ethan behind the net still has it on that green tape. The green tape, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but every Arvada player has it on their stick tonight. I'm not sure if it's a tribute or if they're just trying to fire themselves up. We'll try and get some more information on that. And as I say green tape, it comes towards the front of the net. Steamboat picks that one up and they bury it, making it 1-0 here with 7:22 left to go on the run clock in the first period. Steamboat wins that draw, comes over, Lexi tips it off, comes in, and Wynn kicks that one off to the side. Hammered around the boards by Jax. Up to the side and coming out the other way. Here comes Alex across center ice. Alex walking in with Nick, gives it over to Nick just in front of him as he was falling down and still falls into the boards. Calder takes a swing at it. Alex comes over to help him out, gets it back over to center ice, and Lexi stops that play before it gets any further. Lexi hammers that one back in. Coming in behind the Steamboat net, over to the corner. They're trying to break this one out. Gets it out to the point, held in by Jax. Jax turns and tries to fire that one in, misses on the shot. And Alex in behind his own net, towards the front, turned around by Nick. Nick takes a shot and scores! I didn't see it going originally, but it does happen. Nick puts that one in. We're all tied up at ones here with 6:10 left to go in the first period. Arvada and Steamboat, game number 4 of the Sportsmanship Tournament up here in Vail, Colorado. Dobson Arena, OTT Sports Network, and Harry Haviland. What else can you do with your Saturday night?
When you're alone in Canada.
Coming back the other way now. Out to center ice. Alex tips that one into the corner. Milo chases it down. Milo turns, fires that one towards the front of the net, or to the high slot, sorry, but it's blocked down and kicked back in behind. Another chance at it, back up the boards. Looking for Calder, and Calder finds it. Calder comes across the blue line, centering pass over to Alex. Alex can't get everything on that. Stepping in is Bo, but now here comes Steamboat the other way. One-on-one against Milo. Comes around, takes a shot, and Wynn comes up big. Wynn slaps that one down and says, we're going to keep this game 1-1 with 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Bobby Joe Galaska, Laura Lee Sutherland, more fans tuning in. We're up to 4,516 people watching on the OTT Sports Network as Steamboat keeps that one in the Arvada zone. It goes into the corner. Fouled hard on the far boards there by Colin. Cohen comes in, helps him out, fires that one, gets it across, and now here comes Kai. Kai comes across center ice. Kai's racing in, looks for it, takes a shot, and that one's blocked before it gets to the front of the net. He was wheeling down there, and now Steamboat comes back out to the point, held in by Milo. Back in behind the Steamboat net. Kai pressuring, comes out of there with the puck, out towards the front. Back here to the front, backhanded in by Cohen. Puck is loose as they go diving for that one. Colin in the far corner. Steamboat rings it around the boards. Arvada makes a defensive change here as Jack steps on just in time to stick that one into the side. Player goes down there fighting for it in the corner. Whistle's blown. They're going to call a hand pass? That was the signal. That's what the people are telling us. Hand pass, 3:26 left to go. 1-1 Arvada and Steamboat here at the Dobson Arena. Was it an attaboy? a little tappity tap. Evan at the dot pushed that one back. Picked up by Steamboat. And coming around the other side, walking into the Arvada or Steamboat zone, tries to get that one over to Milky. Milky couldn't handle the pass. Milky tries to backhand it back towards Ethan in front of the net. Step to it was Evan. Milky on the far boards. Steamboat walks this one out of the Arvada zone. Evan just about at it, but Milky picks it back up. They wheel it back around, stopped by Evan. Evan comes in, gains the zone, and then he stick from behind as that one comes back out of the Steamboat zone, and Steamboat comes the other way. Again, the Arvada blue line takes a shot and blockered into the corner by Wynn. Hard against the board. Jax off the boards. Here he comes flying up the far side. This is Jax stepping in, goes over to Milky. Milky on the backhand towards the front of the net and puts it behind. Jax is just flying out there, tried to pick that one up, and now Steamboat's coming the other way, coming into the Arvada zone. And they shoot that one behind the net. I keep burping up Moe's barbecue. I can't.
That sounds terrible.
It tastes delicious. It might sound terrible, but it tastes delicious. Tell you what, Moe's barbecue here in Vail, we had some great ribs. I think I ate 47 of them. Oh, sorry, there's still hockey going on. Milky walking this one out of his own zone, comes across the blue line, spins back. Jack steps up into the play, but picked up by Steamboat. Steamboat coming in one-on-one against Owen with a backhand. Owen forces him over to the side and picks that puck up behind their own net. Jackson, Owen couldn't see it. Towards the front, Owen gets a stick on it, and now Ethan's walking out the other way. Ethan gets hauled down. No call on that one. Are you kidding me? Steamboat coming in the other way, takes the shot. Saved by Wynn, another save by Wynn. Kicked over to the side, back out to the point, blasted in and blocked there by Calder. Steamboat takes another shot. Wynn saves that one with his pad down on the ice and over to the corner. Lexi hammers it up off the boards. Lexi just hammers that one and it gets out. Alex chased him down at center ice, couldn't get his stick on that one. Oh, we got some PeeWee players joining us here, and parents. We're up here too. It's not just the A squad. The PeeWee Gold team is up here as well. We've been supporting them. They've been crushing it all day in front of, and big save by Wynn. That one's waved off. That's no goal. 30 seconds left to go in this first period. It's 1-1 Arvada and Steamboat. What's happening, boys?
Oh, I just want to hear the voice of America here.
The voice of America. The voice of America is about crushed right now. Great to see you guys joining us. That is the B Gold team that's just walked into the arena. They're just staying down in a hotel not far from here, coming to support your Arvada A players. Buzzer sounds. It's the end of the first period. We're all tied up at ones, Arvada and Steamboat. Jake making some very decisive comments and pointing there. I don't know if that's just his hand moving in that direction, but he's telling his players what they got to do, what's going on here. I get shoved out of the way by Dave Hernandez, who's just pacing the concourse right now. First intermission, 15 minutes of runtime left to go here in the second period. Everybody is pumped up, ready to go. Arvada trying to spoil Steamboat's chances of making the finals. Arapahoe's still in the stands. Like I said earlier, if Arvada wins this one, Arapahoe advances.
Right. They really don't care.
And we don't care about it whatsoever, no. I don't give I can't say, I might have said it on the earlier broadcast because I was fired up this afternoon on that stupid non-goal BS that happened, but you know what? It is what it is. We got Matt Doyle in the house, the announcer of the PeeWee Gold team. Coming over to say hi. Steamboat steps out, Arvada steps out. Here we go, starting the second period, 15 minutes on the clock. Alex at center ice. He's got Calder, he's got Nick, and on defense, we're looking at Bo and Lexi. Big number 32 win in between the pipes. Arvada tied up, trying to come out of this one with a win. Lexi breaks that one up at the point, pushes it back across over to Steamboat. Steamboat goes deep into the Arvada zone, and Bo chases it down. Bo circles back the other way, picked up by Nick on the boards. Nick fans on that pass as he's trying to get it out to Alex. Alex comes back, picks it up, and here comes Calder. Calder walking across the blue line, trying to get that shot towards the net. Just sails that one wide. And Steamboat in behind their own net. Picked up by Calder, he's circling in and around. towards the front of the net, and Alex just wasn't there in time. Alex now deep in the Steamboat zone. He's stick handling behind the net, trying to backhand that one towards the front. He gets taken down, and Steamboat picks up the puck in their own end. Steamboat with a clean breakout pass. Lexi steps up into that one, but Steamboat's coming the other way. They stay on side going into the Arvada end, stick to the side by Wynn, and Calder goes in hard. Up to the point, Steamboat walking out, takes a shot, that one's wide, back. Might need to what? I was looking off to the side on that one trying to talk to Katie, but according to the fans of Steamboat, they just scored, and it's going to be 2-1 Steamboat over Arvada with 13:25 left here in the second period. One back by Steamboat, they put that off the boards. That one comes into the Arvada zone. Milo fighting hard for it into the corner, pushes it behind. Steamboat collects, tries to wrap that around. It's in front of Wynn. The puck is still loose. And diving down for that was Jax. Jax goes into the corner with it hard. Coming back into the other corner now. Looking to go back out to the point. They spin back into the corner. Jax is just on fire right now. He's got some bee under his bonnet as he comes back the other side over to Milo. Milo pushes his player up against the boards, but Steamboat comes out of the corner with it. Steamboat trying to wrap it around, goes to the high slot. Pressured back in by Steamboat towards the front of the net, tipped in, and Wynn hangs on to it. 2-1 Steamboat over Arvada. OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland are bringing you the action here in Vail, Colorado. 12:15 left to go in the second period. Arvada trailing 2-1. Hammered hard off the boards. That one skips across the blue line, picked up by Steamboat. They spin it around quick, come back into the Arvada zone. Kai off the boards, puts it up. It's tipped by Steamboat and now chased down by Colin. Colin racing into the zone. They check up and go back the other way. Kai tries to break that one up, does it for a quick minute, and Colin can't hold it in the blue line. Goes around him, takes a shot. Save one time there by Wynn. Cohen off the boards trying to get it to himself, but it gets kicked back to the Arvada blue line. Battling in front of the Steamboat bench, and it gets kicked back into the Arvada zone. Milo behind his own zone, behind his own net, in his own zone. You know what I'm talking about. Picked back up by Steamboat. They see that they're still. Kai kicks that one back out to the point. Doesn't have his stick, gets stepped around. They come back in, can't get the shot off. Kai picks his stick back up, but now it's in the Arvada zone with Steamboat having all the pressure. Flipped out there by Jackson. Now Cohen trying to get it out. Over to the tape of Kai. Kai flips that one ahead, trying to get over to Evan. Evan races in, coming in hard into the Steamboat zone. Evan fighting for it in the corner. Another Steamboat player comes and breaks that one up. It goes over to the far corner to Milky. Flips it around, and Steamboat clears their own end. Owen over to Ethan. Ethan walks in. He comes around a couple players. NWB towards the front of the net. Picked off by the Steamboat goaltender. Gonna grab that one. We're gonna have a face-off deep in the Steamboat end with 10:14 left to go. Arvada trailing 2-1 here in the second period. At the draw, Evan tries to win that one, but it's picked up by Steamboat. They come racing across center ice. Goes around Owen. Owen gets a stick on it. Diving for that one was Bo. Excellent effort there as it goes into the corner. Back out in front and then picked up by Evan. Evan's coming out. He's got two players with him coming in 3-on-3. Evan comes across, gains a blue line, then loses that puck back out to the point. Bo backhands it in. Steamboat coming the other way now, 3-on-2. They gain the red line, flip that one in so it's not icing. And now Owen forced to work for it in the corner. Coming around, trying to backhand that one in front. Off the boards by Boat, back out to the point. Boat over to Evan. Evan backhands it one more time, trying to get it over to Milky, who would have been off to the races, but this one still comes in front of the Arvada net. Puck is loose. They're shooting for it. Now gets it over to Evan. Here comes Evan racing across center ice. Evan's walking in. Can't get around that player. Still fighting for the puck. Picked up by Ethan. Evan's going to get a tripping call for that one. I think that goes against me in the bookie pool, as Evan's going to take a 2-minute penalty for tripping. 8:47 left to go. Arvada's going to be down 5 players to 4 for the next minute and a half. Just looking at my phone now. Yes, Tommy, those ribs were unbelievable. I'm going to come back here just for that. I don't care if we're skiing. I don't care if we're playing hockey. I'm coming back to the ribs at Moe's. Join me next time. Anybody wants to come join me, I will buy the ribs at Moe's Barbecue Joint in Vail, Colorado. Out to the point here, and they try and take that shot in. It's stopped by Ethan and picked back up by Lexi. Lexi's coming up with some speed. She's walking across center ice, gains the blue line, and then just fires that one in. They're shorthanded right now. I thought they were short. They are shorthanded. There's just no penalty. 5-minute penalty on the clock. A 3-minute penalty for. It says 2:51 on the penalty, and I have no idea what that means. Milky spins around the blue line, puts it towards the front of the net, looking for Ethan. Just couldn't get a handle on that, but it's picked back up, and coming out the other way is Steamboat. Steamboat comes in, takes a shot. Wynn says no one more time. Taking that one down, hanging on to it for a whistle on his own end. We gotta go where? We gotta go mobile. Okay, we're moving. I'm connected to this thing though, so every time Katie goes mobile, I have to walk with her. If not, it'll strangle me with this mic that's connected to my Arvada hoodie. They're just having a little bit of a chat here. I'm thinking about how much time's left on the clock. The clock's still running. That's all right. It's in our favor right now, but I'm thinking the ref's asking why is there a 5-minute penalty, as the coaches did. And now they're opening the gate. The ref is signaling that I'm number 1. Oh no, he's just saying one player out. Clock is stopped. The fans called for it. And now Calder's going to the box. What happened there?
I have no clue.
Did Evan get like a 10-2? Calder skates over to the bench. I have no idea what's going on right now. No, now they're 5-on-3, so there was another Arvada penalty there that nobody saw. Back out, and that one skips. Coming back the other way into the Steamboat zone. They circle back, they check up behind their net, backhanded up looking for the breakout pass. They make that pass, it's just a bit too far. Lexi flips it hard off the boards. She doesn't have an Arvada player there as they're down 2 players. Comes back into Arvada zone. Lexi gets it, flips it back out. That one comes all the way out of her zone. Good job killing some time off this clock. 1:12 left to go in the penalty to Evan, and 6:07 left to go in the second period. Here comes Alex. Alex fights for that one at the blue line, pushes it back in, killing some more time, and Steamboat's now checking up in their own zone, coming out the other way. 3-on-2, coming in with some speed, gaining the Arvada territory. Walks around wide, can't get that one towards the front of the net, but still hangs on to it. Figuring out what to do, takes that outside, and now Steamboat doesn't. Oh, that would have been a great chance by Alex, but he couldn't find the puck. Alex doesn't get a call on that one as he sticks the knee out. They take the shot. Wynn makes another save, and now the ref whistles down a trip against us. We're going to be playing some 5-on-2 hockey action here at the Dobson Arena in Vail, Colorado. Over to the bench, Milo skates. There's not much room for any more players over there, so I hope that this doesn't turn into a big full-out brawl. If anybody jumps over the bench to get in a fight, we're gonna have to just send them to back to the locker room. But hey, I was joking when I said 5-on-2. Get another player out there. You have to have 3. Parents yelling to start the clock. I mean, they were running the clock every other opportunity, but not against Arvada. I think the refs and Arvada have something that we need to discuss. And it probably shouldn't be tonight in the parking lot after this game. 5-on-3 is still happening right here. Evan's got 3 seconds left in his penalty, but I don't know when he's ever going to be allowed out of there. It might be a life sentence. No clue. I know Cohen, Cullen, and Lexi are out on the ice. They're tapping Wynn's glove and they're saying, hey, thank you for everything you've done with us as we keep taking penalties. And the ref's over there talking to the scorekeeper. Steamboat's doing yoga on the ice, just waiting to get this puck dropped. Even the ref doesn't know. You see him, he throws his hands up, he goes, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Can I just go home? You know it's like midnight. I'm in Vail. There's some club I want to go to. I've got my glow sticks ready to snap. I want to be waving them around. They don't have enough board for all the penalties we have right now. Ref comes over, is asking the coaches to come talk to him. They come in, step in, they're asking for an explanation. The ref's giving it to them. I'm gonna stop for this small dance break as I just warm myself up with, oh, you guys can't see me, I'm breakdancing up here in the concourse right now. Don't flip that camera, don't flip the camera. Now Lexi goes over to the box. She's like, can I have a penalty too, please? She said, please. We're going to have a conversation with the coaches after about this one to see what they actually said, because I know everybody's tuning in across the globe and I can't explain to you what's happening. Oh, another text coming in from the Amazon River. There's some people cruising down the Amazon River down in South America. The Amazon River's in South America, right?
Yes.
Okay, it is in South America. They said they're on the Amazon River. They just pulled up where they found some Wi-Fi. They're tuning in to check this game out. Everybody is kicking it up here on a Saturday night. The OTT Sports Network, Harry Haviland, Arvada PeeWee Hockey, coming at you from Vail, Colorado. 5-on-3 hockey coming your way, and there's some penalty minutes clicking off the clock. Arvada doesn't let a player out, but here comes Cohen the other way. Cohen's racing in. Turns around, takes that shot towards the front of the net. Back over to Colin. Colin flips that one back into Cohen. Cohen behind the net. They're 5-on-3 deep in the Steamboat zone, and Steamboat's going to come out of this. Now we get Evan coming across. Evan steps out, comes across the ice. He's coming to the bench. Back to 5-on-4. Looking to get that one towards the front of the net, and it's clipped off to the side by the Arvada defenders. In front of the net, Steamboat picking it up in the Arvada zone. Going hard into the corners, Milky. Pressure, or not, sorry, that's not Milky, that's all. That was Colin. And now we get another whistle, and then, oh, the net's off. Okay, net's off. I can explain that one. I've read the rule book. I can explain when the net's off and the team touches the puck. I had to look that up after earlier today. The net's off, the team touches the puck. 5-on-5 hockey. 5-on-5 hockey with 2 players in the box. Arvada's gonna get a too many men on the ice penalty here. And the clock is ticking along. Kai skates over, he comes off. 5-on-4 hockey.
I guess. I don't know.
It's 3:30 in the morning in Vail, Colorado. Nobody has a clue what's going on. That comes back out to the point to Steamboat, and they fire it back into the Arvada zone. Picked up by Owen. He hammers it off the boards, looking for Cohen. That one comes out. Now here comes Cohen. Cohen's off to the races, comes across, takes the shot off the pad of the goalie. Comes back in. The goalie's going to hang on to that as Cohen goes looking for a rebound. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Arvada trailing 2-1. I don't have a clue what's going on, but we're in Vail. We're having fun. Ooh, shut up and dance. Oh, plays back on. Kai going in the corner there in the Steamboat zone. Kept in there by Jackson briefly, and now they're turning around the other way. Here comes Steamboat back into the Arvada zone, takes a shot, rips that one wide. Back off the boards over to the side and picked up by Cohen. Cohen flips that off the boards, Kai's chasing after it. Back over to Cohen. Cohen comes in, fighting against the boards with it. Cohen gets taken down. And Steamboat picks it up in their own end. Steamboat spins around in their own end, trying to come out of this. They get it back into neutral ice, coming in on the back check hard. There is Evan, breaks that play up, gets it over to Kai. Kai up to Cohen, and Cohen has one hand on his stick and misses that one. Evan looking to push that towards the Steamboat zone, but I'm way behind the play as it's back in the Arvada end. Over to Jackson on the far side. Player goes down. They can't get this one out of the zone. Steamboat keeps it in. Kai is now going to see 2 minutes for tripping. No question on that play. Like, I would have suggested going off and getting a change a minute ago, but instead he turns around, takes a tripping call. Arvada with the man disadvantage, minute 20 left to go here in the second period, trailing 2-1 with a face-off deep in their own end. Trying to push that one forward hard was Evan, still battling for it, goes back against the boards. Now he's got to stick up high, he negates a penalty out to the Steamboat point. They hammer that one back in behind the Arvada zone, stick to the side by Wynn, and then picked up by Milky. Milky fires that into center ice, and it's picked up by Steamboat. Steamboat flips it over to the far boards. They whiff on that shot. Evan couldn't get that one, and he gets spun around and falls into the boards. Back into the Arvada zone by Steamboat, picked up by Lexi. Lexi hard off the boards, but there's nothing but blue jerseys in that direction, and now she comes crashing in for it again. Milky gets tangled up with a player. They both go down, and now Steamboat has it in the Arvada zone.
Good job, Lexi.
Lexi comes back, gets that one again. She is just on fire right now, gets out of the zone, spins it back around and into the Arvada zone, picked up by Bo. Bo gets it up to Milky, who jumps over the puck, and then Steamboat picks it up. Lexi hammers it back out at center ice now. They're realizing they're offside. They go back to their defense. Being checked in hard there by Evan, but the buzzer sounds. That's the end of the second period. It's 2-1 Steamboat over Arvada at this time. I think the penalties are sorted out. We're back to 5-on-5. There's nobody in the box. Well, wait. No, Kai still has 24 seconds. But that whole mess of penalties, I have no idea what happened. I can't even explain it to you guys. My phone's blowing up right now, but I have no answer. No clue. It's like, what time is it? My phone doesn't work. It's 9:30 at night. I'm in Vail, Colorado. We've been up here all weekend. Do you expect me to actually have answers for anything? No, we had a hard loss this afternoon in Eagle. We're just out here trying to gut check this team and see what they can come out with. They're fighting hard right now, but they're still trailing 2-1. There's 15 minutes left in this third period. It's going to be stop time, but they're going to start on the penalty kill with Kai still having 24 seconds left on his penalty. I don't even think the refs want to start this third period. They're over there. I just seen him do a shot of Jagger. The refs are over in the box taking shots, just hanging out. Steamboat steps out of their bench, but the refs aren't out there yet, so Jake continues to talk to his team, trying to fire them up. Big Dick Winter talking over there with Wynn. Wynn skates back to his goal. The refs step out of the penalty box. We're gonna be dropping the puck here in the third period. Arvada trailing 2-1. 15 minutes of stop time action is what's coming at you here on the OTT Sports Network. Evan set to take this draw. It's pushed back over to Steamboat. Steamboat backhands it up, but Ethan's pressuring him on the far side. Evan with the backhand gets back over to Ethan. They come out. Evan gets another stick on that one. They try and walk that in. Evan just gets that one bounced over his stick. Icing is waved off as he chases it into the Steamboat zone. Evan behind the net, still shorthanded, trying to pressure this one into Steamboat. Steamboat comes out of their own end, goes around. Kai comes skating across out of the box, pushes that one into the corner. You can come over and grab my balls? Oh wait, I'm mic'd up. Oh sorry, Dave Stensby in the house. Oh, and he did it, folks. He did it.
What's up, handsome?
This is what happens on the OTT Sports Network late at night in Vail, Colorado. Harry Havlin doesn't know what's going to come up and just grope him from behind. Dave Stensby in the house. Like I said, the PeeWee B Gold team in here crushing it this weekend. We've been cheering them on, and now they're here cheering us on. This puck is deep in the Arvada zone. 14-13 left on the clock in the third period. Arvada trailing 2-1. Alex set to take this face off. Nick and Calder out there with him. Milo and Owen on defense. Up off the boards, Nick puts it up to himself, tries to get that one up, just out of the reach of Calder, and Steamboat swings it back around through the center ice. Come back into the Arvada zone. That one's tipped over into the corner. Picked up coming the other way is Milo. Milo flips that one up. Looking for Calder. Sends that one all the way down the ice. It's whistled down. It's going to be an icing call. And before I even have to look at my notes, Dad, please understand that what just happened isn't real. I don't need your comments about Stensby grabbing me and groping me. I know you're trying to type to your own phone right now, so back in the Arvada zone. Stensby comes over and just gives me a back rub. Thank you for that one. Back in behind the Arvada net, picked up by Owen. Rung around the boards. Calder gets it on his tape, trying to find Alex at center ice. Picked up by Steamboat as they come back into the Arvada zone quickly. Step around one. Calder trying to find that. They come in and take the shot. Fires that one high, but it goes off the post and into the corner. Alex on the far boards trying to push it up. Owen gets spun down and taken down. Trying to keep the body on that one as he comes into the near corner. Comes away with the puck. Up over to Calder. Calder to Alex, and Alex is racing through center ice. Alex over to Nick. Nick's still fighting for that puck, but Steamboat comes out the other way. Hello back to Milo. Milo just fires that one hard off the boards. That's going to come all the way down. It's picked up before it crosses that end zone line. And there's no icing. Kept in the line there by Jax. Picked up by Alex. Alex flipped that towards the net. Gloved down by the Steamboat goalie with 12:37 left to go here in the third period. Cohen's going to be back at center ice talking to his D-man right there. He just gets hammered down by Colin. I'm sorry, that was funny. Back out to Jax at the point. Jax turns around, takes a shot, it's blocked. Gets a second attempt over to Colin. Picked up by Steamboat coming the other way. 3-on-2 through the neutral zone. Stepped into by Bo, they come around wide. Bo picks that puck up behind his own net. Flips it back the other way over to Jax. Jax trying to go off the boards. Still tangled up there with the forechecker, and then the forechecker comes up with it. They hammer one hard. It goes off the side of the net. Kai tips that one out. It goes across the blue line, but it's picked back up by Steamboat. Offside as they kick that one back in off the backhand. 11:59 left to go. OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland in Vail, Colorado. Oh, what did I do on my phone? Oh, there, I got it back. Cohen walks in across the blue line, takes a shot from the high circle. That one's pad save over to the side by the goaltender. Cohen's still fighting for it, but then picked up by Steamboat. Steamboat off the boards. Breakout pass is made. Picked off by Jax, turned around by Kai. Kai walks back in, backhands that one into nowhere. Picked back up by Steamboat, and they come back the other way. Steamboat across center ice, gains the Arvada zone, circles back, holding it in, and then Cohen gets that one out. Cohen fighting for it. Kai's got it on his tape now. Kai comes in wide, takes a shot, flips that Collins style high and off the glass. Oh, taken down as there's players on the ice hurting to get up. They're coming in. Arvada has it in their end. They rip it around the boards. The player gets back up. Now Kai has it. Kai tries to find Jax at center ice. Jax racing into the Steamboat zone. They don't keep that one in. Cohen flips it in, and they're going to whistle that one offside. All the players go back to the bench. Everybody's okay. Everybody's fine, except for me. With 10:53 left to go here in the third period, Arvada trailing 2-1 against Steamboat. That Evan Winter kid is out there at the dot. He's got to get 47 points today in order for me to win the hockey pool. I seriously bribed him with $80, and it's just not happening. Milky pushes this one into the boards. Into the Steamboat zone. They pick it back up. They reverse on him, but he's seeing that one. It comes back now across the blue line. Back out through center ice. Flip back up by Milo, and it gets hammered back in the Arvada zone. Milo has it again off the boards, trying to find Milky. Milky trying to flip that one up to Evan. Gets held up there by Steamboat. Walking in is Ethan. Ethan takes a shot. Glove down and held onto with nobody around him. We're still kicking it at 2-1 with 10:18 left to go. Evan, Milky, and Ethan still out there on forward. Back out to Lexi. She hammers that one in over to Milky. Milky tries to take that shot. It's blocked. Pressuring in is Ethan. Milky has it on his stick. Can't get the shot off, and it goes into the corner. Steamboat out across their blue line. Milo breaks that play up. Lexi steps into it and then gets hammered down there by Ethan or by Evan. Still at center ice. Milky's looking for it. Milky's got a chance. Just couldn't find it as it comes back the other way. Walking in the Arvada zone, off the glass high. Tipped out to the blue line, but not all the way out. Spun back around by Ethan. Ethan puts that one back to center ice. Picked back up by Steamboat. Steamboat backhands that one out of their own zone. Ethan comes in, they're onside. Can't get it any farther than the top of the circle. Back over to Milo. Milo flips that one in. High stick, offside, whatever they're gonna call it. The whistle's blown, the puck's gonna come out of that zone. They're gonna have it here at center ice. Have I talked enough about Moe's Barbecue? Because I'm still like raving about that place right now. Calder can't get his hands on that one, but he's going to chase it in front of the Steamboat bench, but Steamboat picks it up, comes into the Arvada zone. Shot in towards the front, blocked by Owen. Owen comes out, dekes around one, now he comes across his own blue line. Still gets his hand back on the puck, still has it. It gets taken out at center ice, no call on that one as he loses his twig, and Steamboat comes back in the other way. Steamboat walking in, picked up and fired out of the zone there by Alex. It's coming all the way down, icing's waved off into the Steamboat zone. Back out towards the point, Jax pinches in hard. Out towards the front of the net. Jax just can't get it in time. Puck still loose. Over towards the front of the net and nobody home. Steamboat out of their own zone coming the other way. Arvada zone and flip that one wide. Jax off the board hard. Couldn't get it all the way out. Held in at the point. Back into Owen. Owen flips that over. Finds Alex on the far boards. Alex is trying to go for a skate with it. Staying on side is Nick, but he couldn't stay on side long enough as Alex did one little bit dingle in that dangle I believe we talked about this afternoon. Forcing the offside, forcing the change. 8:10 left to go here in the third period. Arvada trailing 2-1 against Steamboat in their final game of this sportsmanship tournament. Cone comes in, takes a shot, held on to. I apologize, I'm listening to every comment that's coming out of the fans right now. The parents are fired up right now, just trying to get their team motivated to go. That one's one over, but it's picked up by Steamboat as they come back out. Kai turns around at center ice. Kai walks in, dekes around one, couldn't deke around two. Still has it in the corner and goes off the toe of his stick and he loses it in the corner, picked up by Steamboat. Whose kid is that? You're right. Into the Arvada zone. Bo's chasing it back. Bo has it. Now Bo's going to come behind his own net. Pressured off the puck there by Steamboat. Arvada can't figure out who's going to pick it up. Cohen's trying for it. Now sticked up there by Milo. Over to Cohen. Cohen takes the shot, doesn't get it off. Still has it on the backhand. Pad save and held on to by the Steamboat goalie. We're still here, trailing by a goal in Vail, Colorado. It's 7:13 left to go here in the third period. It is 2:30 in the morning. I don't know where I am right now, but I know I'm standing somewhere in the press box and calling a game. Oh, as that one goes in, picked up by Milky. That's how quickly I can change my thought process right there. Just like bang, bang, bang into the Steamboat zone. Swung around, Lexi's gonna pinch in, holds this one in, gets on her backhand, but then it's kicked back out. Ethan has it, Ethan fires it in just in time as Evan steps over the blue line, be onside. Evan into the corner, fighting for it, can't grab onto it. Spun back the other way. Icing is signaled, icing is waved. Shout out again to these coaches. I mean, I gotta give a big thanks. All the parents appreciate what they're doing. All the kids appreciate what they're doing. They can't do what the rest of us parents do in those 6 hours between games. They are staying on the right level, teaching these kids how to play hockey, coaching them hopefully to a win here as Milky comes in, backhands it in. Out towards the top of the circle. Stepped in is Jax. Jax gets it back over. Shot, and Ethan just puts that one into the chest of the goalie. Back to my original thought. Thank you, coaches. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. That's what the fans are saying here to these kids right now. They're yelling over the glass. The stands are right here below the press box. And everybody is in the action. Beautiful arena here in Vail. But this one's gonna come back out. Fighting for it was Calder. Then tries to flip that one back up. They stay on side and backhand that one into the Arvada zone. Jax retreats off the boards, gets it over. Coming out of his own end is Nick's. Sorry, Nick. And now chasing it down is Alex. Stepping in there was Jax. Couldn't pinch, now he's on the back check, coming the other way. They're on side and they go deep in the Arvada zone. Lexi around the boards, looking for Nick. Nick jumps over his stick, but Jax is there to help him. Jax pushes it up, and it's blocked by the shin panda, the Steamboat player. Back over to Jax. Jax stick handles, fires that one out, not all the way, and it's out to the point and back in. Coming in behind his own net. Steamboat towards the front, puts that one through the crease and over to the other side. Backhanded out and can't get it all the way. Kicked back in by Steamboat. They're in behind the Arvada net and they walk around with it. Lexi dives for that one. I don't think they've been handing out the belt this weekend, but I give it to Lexi today. She's been all over the ice. Alex behind his own net, up off the boards, trying to find Nick. Nick gets it all the way out, but gets stood up there for his efforts. And Steamboat is at their own end. Picked off there by Calder as he pushes it back into the Steamboat zone. Alex gets taken down. We're going to see a power play. He gets up. Steamboat's questioning it out there on the ice, but there's no question on that play. 4:18 left to go here in the third period. Arvada trailing 2-1. Power play unit stepping out onto the ice. That's Cohen at center ice. He's got Kai and Colin on his wings, and Milo and Owen on D. Push it towards the front of the net and pick back up by Steamboat. They push that around the far side, hammer it up off the boards. Kai keeps it in, gets it over to Cohen. Cohen shoots it, and it's blocked by the goaltender who kicks it off to the side. Behind their own net again, up off the board, stopped by Cohen. Cohen takes the shot, tipped into the side by Steamboat. Steamboat off the boards. They get that one deep. That one's going all the way down. Icing's waved off as Arvada's chasing it back into their own zone. Oh, Cohen with a swing and a miss. And they're coming out. Here comes Milo. He's walking in, takes a shot. Gets that one off wide. And nobody's chasing that puck down. Now Kai figures it out. And goes into the far corner. Still no Arvada chasing it down as they got 35 seconds left to go in this power play. And Steamboat comes out the other way. Steamboat coming in 2-on-2. Walking in, going wide on Milo. Backhand shot, and that's blocked down by Wynn. Yeah, I'm quiet for a reason. Steamboat with a shorthanded goal here with 3:06 left to go. Arvada now trailing 3-1 and still on the power play for the next 19 seconds. Evan at the dot, went one over there and kicked back by Steamboat. Fighting for it is Evan, trying to spin that one back towards the front of the net. Milky helping them out. Steamboat comes the other way. Comes out to the neutral zone. Kicked back in by Bo, but Ethan wasn't on side on that one. 2:51 left to go. I just want to thank everybody that's been tuning in all weekend. I'm not sure how this game is going to go right now, but the OTT Sports Network appreciates you. I appreciate you. The kids definitely appreciate you. Every little bit of support helps. Keep cheering these guys on all year long. We are not going anywhere. We're going to be having some fun with this right through till like April or May or June or whenever the hockey ends, I'm not sure. Just want to say thank you. As Bo's in his end, kicks that one back out to Steamboat as they fire it into the Arvada zone, out towards the front, and Wynn kicks that off to the side. Stick lifted there by Lexi. She's fighting for it against the far boards. Steamboat still has that puck, but no, Evan did a great job of diving on down on that one. Off the far side by Steamboat, back over to Bo. Bo kicks that out of his own zone, picked up by Ethan. Ethan wheeling around as the Steamboat player falls down, trying to pick that pass up. Can't get it to Milky, but Evan couldn't get that one either. Evan dives back across the blue line, getting back on side as he goes in the far boards, trying to wheel around and put that one towards the front of the net. Couldn't do so. Evans in the corner. Back out, coming the other way. Stopped at center ice by Lexi, turned around and couldn't get it over to Evan. But here comes, oh, Here comes Steamboat, but both stepped up into that play, stopping that one before it got too deep in the Arvada zone. Can't clear their zone. Steamboat still keeping this one in, walking towards the front of the net and kicked to the side by Ethan. Ethan walking around his own end. Fires it hard off the boards, picked up by Steamboat, and they hammer that one back into the Arvada zone with 1:12 left to go here in the third period. Arvada still trailing 3-1 as Steamboat walks in trying to get that shot off. They put it off the side of the net. And now here comes Milky. Milky's got some speed, looking to find Ev. Just couldn't get him, but Evan walks into the opposing zone, shoots it towards the net. Kick to the side by the goalie, and now Lexi's back in her own end. Coming out, no, not all the way out. Steamboat still in the Arvada zone, walking in hard, comes around. Ethan on the far boards, 35 seconds left to go in this game as Ethan's walking this all the way through. Ethan comes in, takes a shot, that one's blocked up high. Takes a shot, another save, backhand and goal. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but are you kidding me? That just happened. 17.5 seconds left to go. Backhand goal by Arvada. Who buried that? I didn't even see it. Oh, my phone's gonna blow up again because I didn't make that call. Arvada calls a timeout here. 17.5 seconds left to go. Trailing 3-2 in the third period. Final game of this sportsmanship tournament up in Vail, Colorado. The OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland are bringing it to you. And I'm making rude gestures over to Dave Stensby right now. Is it possible?
They're gonna pull. I think he's gonna pull win.
They're gonna have to pull win right after win that face-off, get win out, and go to the net. I mean, get the puck on the net. That's all. I mean, we haven't been shooting the puck on the net all weekend long. I think our shot total is 6 over the last 4 games. But we're in one right now, 17.5 on the clock. Harry Haviland on the mic. OTT Sports Network, Dobson Arena, Vail, Colorado. We're looking at it right now. It's going to be Alex and Nick and Calder. Jackson, Owen on D. The net is empty. And Cohen is going to step out there as a 6th man. Coach is just looking at Cohen saying, go. Pushing this one forward. Spun back around, picked up by Calder. Calder walks in, comes across the blue line, trying to get over to Nick. Nick off the boards, stepped in there by Jax. They're hammering this one deep into the Steamboat zone. Time's going to wind down. The game's going to be over. Arvada put their last efforts in there. We are done for the weekend. We came out 1-3-0. Math. Here we go. Here we go with math. Everybody that's been a long time knows that Harry's no good at math. But Harry is good at giving these kids some props. They fought through it. They battled. They're going to get whipped by every one of their coaches, every one of their parents. Lexi gets the belt in my mind 100%. She was on fire tonight. We're up in Vail. We've got one more night, but we're not going to be playing tomorrow morning. And on behalf of the OTT Sports Network, I got to thank everybody for tuning in across the globe. I'm Harry Haviland.